Hello.
Thank you. Hello. Hi, everyone.
All right. Let's just jump straight into it. The first question is from Minions, and he is asking how many Minions are in the new office.
Minions. Yes, I believe we have 1 minion. We took it over from the previous office, and it stays there in the Lightcurve office.
And how many do we have here in the Lisk Center?
None, I believe, so far. But then I hope you come and visit us and bring one yourself.
Looking forward to that. All right. Next one is from Anone Move. He is asking what kind of 3D printer we have here in the Lisk Center, and if we would like to have his drawings of the Lisk sunglasses.
Yeah, so I believe the name is AnyCubic. I'm not a specialist in 3D printing, but I really hope that you will visit us in the Lisk Center and will show me how to actually print your glasses.
And what was the goal of having here a 3D printer in the Lisk Center Berlin?
Yeah, so we wanted people to basically bring their ideas to life, so they can play around, they can basically print anything 3D.
Mm-hmm. And it's certainly also a strategy to attract technical people and developers just into the space to use it not only for blockchain, but also for these kind of things, right?
Yeah, we also have several cables and sensors, and you can just play around with them with Raspberry Pis and so on. They are all available here on the Lisk Experience table. So I hope you will use them to bring your ideas to life, as I said.
All right. The next question is from, I'm not sure how to pronounce that name, but Hadjo. And he's asking a more general marketing question. So what is the plan for public relations and updating the community, developers, and investors on more mainstream media, like let's say YouTube? That's something he would really like to know.
Yeah, that's actually a good question. We did YouTube in the past, and we definitely would like to go back on YouTube next year. We are currently working on the strategy, and we are also listening to our community to see what they prefer to have. So that's definitely it's coming back next year in different forms. We would also like to focus on developer tutorials, so people who prefer to see something recorded. We will also have updates potentially on YouTube. So that's definitely something that's coming back.
Mm-hmm. So the Lisk strategy for next year is currently work in progress. Is there any way for the community maybe to share their ideas, maybe on Lisk Chat or so with us, so we can actually take their feedback on board?
Yeah, so what we did actually this year, in the beginning of the year, we had some calls, and we also talked with our friends from Lisk Center Utrecht, and we tried to listen to make them happy, to see what they want. We also introduced Lisk Achievements, for example, every month, where we publish a blog post, so they wanted to know more of what we are doing on the marketing side. So I think Lisk Chat is definitely the best channel to use for that, and we really hope that you send ideas or feedback, and we will definitely include it in our strategy for next year.
Okay, cool. You heard her. Okay, next question is from Ionut, or Ionut. I'm not sure again how to pronounce his name. So he's saying that Lisk is actually not really participating on more diverse technical conferences, which also happen online currently. For example, he is pointing out Dystopia Labs. And he wants to know if there's any particular reason why this is the case, or is it just because our platform is not ready yet, and we can basically, or they can expect that to happen in the future?
Yeah, so Ionuț, my fellow Romanian. Yes, that's true. We, as you probably know already, we try to focus as much as possible on developers, and that's also how we started now with Lisk Updates, having it online here at Lisk Center, having the Lisk Center also focused on developers and developer events as well. We've been this year on We Are Developers Live Week with Nazar. And I think that's definitely the focus for next year as well. So developer conferences, our own developer workshops, hackathons, so really focusing on developers this year.
So it seems like our focus really is more on developers and not like on futurists or technology like lovers who would attend like a conference like Dystopia Labs. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think it's better to keep the focus and to see production-ready applications built with SDK. So that's our main focus.
And I think conducting events purely online or partially online was something we've not really done before so many times, but today we're doing it. We had some technical problems, but since around the middle or after a few, like 20 minutes or so, everything runs smoothly. What do you think? Like, are like purely digital conferences and events like definitely something for us in the future to take a look at?
Yes, so I believe, we are learning, as you see. We try to get better and better. Myself, I'm not a fan of online events because I really believe, as Max said, as in-person interaction, and especially for Hackathon, for Coding Challenge. We also saw last year at Lisk.js, there was a great success. But I think this is the future, and as we see now, everyone is moving online. We would like to make use of this stage here in the Lisk Center for anyone to host their event from our community, and for us to, as I said, also for the community, to give them updates, to come here on stage, maybe not as professional as now, but maybe more down to earth, casual, to update you guys on what we are working on. So yes, that's definitely the future.
You're saying it's the future, and we definitely don't want to be left behind. So I think there's more to come. You mentioned also this Lisk Center for other meetups or events to be available. Could you maybe say a few words about that as well?
Yes, we've already been in touch with local developer meetups, TypeScript, JavaScript, Berlin.js, and other meetup groups. We plan to host them here. They are always searching for location, and I think that's the best for Lisk. We would like to host them here, to also show them around and to onboard them with Lisk. So yes, that's definitely what we plan to do next year. Fingers crossed that the regulations will allow us.
And all these meetups you just mentioned, they're mostly just like projects or like fan efforts from individuals. They don't have money. Would they have to pay something, or what could we even offer them something on top next to this event location?
Yeah, that's actually a good question. We would like to host them here for free. We want to basically bring the JavaScript developers to us, and we think this will also contribute to the adoption. And I think, hosting them for free, it's the way to go. We also plan to, provide with food and drinks if, they are willing to do so.
So you heard it. If you have a meetup here in Berlin or very close by, and you need always a new location, or you just can't find anything so far, the Lisk Center Berlin is here for you. It's for free, and we might even include some kind of sponsorship for pizza, beer, or whatever you might require. Awesome. All right, the last question for tonight for you, Monica. This one is from Carbonara. So he would like to know if there would be any concrete efforts or improvements from us that we're, again, more part of the community. He's feeling like we're leaving them alone and neglecting them in some way or form. And he would like to see more efforts going into that we focus again more on the community itself. And do you have any words about that, how this could maybe change for the next year?
Yeah, it's indeed something that we need to work on, and we want to hear people being happy and feeling that they are part of this community and engaged. And as I said, I think the first thing that we want to do also for next year is to listen to your feedback. And to talk to you, to see what exactly you are missing. We would like to be more present. As you also saw, this year we had AMAs on Lisk Chat. That's also something that we did for you, for the community members, and we plan to do even more next year. So that's definitely, you will be heard in the upcoming months.
All right, that's good to hear. You just have to know the Lisk community is of utmost importance for us. Without community, no one would build anything in the future on the Lisk platform. So you can count on it. It's just very difficult to always include you in the conversation, but just make sure to hang out on Lisk Chat and provide us feedback. Tell us what you want, what you would like to see.
I also believe that opening Lisk Center Berlin is the first step to our community. We try to be closer to you. And yeah, having events from here for the community, that's also a step forward.
All right, sounds really good. Thank you so much, Monica. We will now continue with the next Q&A session.
Thank you for the questions.